Hi Gemini, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. Welcome to your March 2019 chakra reading. I am using the Wisdom Oracle chakra deck for this reading, and I've pulled a card from each of the colors or each of the chakras. And I thought it'd be a nice little interlude into the month, just to kind of reflect on what's going on within, as we all are, quite focused on what's going on the outside in terms of work, career, money, love, family, and other things like that. I thought that a chakra reading would be nice for this month. I might continue it if you like it, and if I like it. And yeah, so here we go. So Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and start with the crown chakra. Sorry, my mind just went blank. My mind always seems to go blank with the chakras. I don't know why. And I know what they all are, but I just forget for some reason. It's kind of like star signs. Maybe I just don't talk about it enough, so it's not on the tip of my tongue. But yeah. So we've got creation. So this is related to your crown chakra. So it seems as if possibly around you, or in your psychic kind of environment, as in the energies you're picking up from maybe the collective consciousness, is creation. So sorry, forgive my nails. I meant to get them done today. You know me and my nails. But yeah, it seems as if yeah, there is an energy of creation around you. Yeah, I was just looking at that jewel that she's holding in her hand, and all the smoke around her and the full moon. There has recently been a full moon in Virgo, I believe. Yeah, at the very beginning degrees of Virgo. So it may be at that time that maybe that kind of portal was kind of opened for you, or you were able to kind of tap into those kind of energies of creation. Virgo would be squaring Gemini. In fact, so it may be kind of and really creation is created through tension. Friction creates energy. So it could be that at this time you are motivated to create something to move forward, and it's definitely you're picking up on that maybe in the energies, in the astrological kind of realm. So yeah. Okay, so for the third eye chakra, we've got the balance card here, which would obviously talk, I think this really does kind of complement your whole energy, because you are quite affected by imbalances or possibly even injustices. Even though you're Gemini and not represented by the scales, you still like kind of equality, give and take, fairness. Those things are still, I believe, really important for a Gemini. I've seen Geminis, like I really actually, my dad was a Gemini, and I've had close friends that are Geminis, and you guys are really sweet. Like, you're very protective, and you will kind of, you don't see it as too much to go the extra mile for someone, kind of thing, if you care about them. Or yeah, you don't like to see anyone on their own as well, or like, you're just really sweet. So that's what I've picked up. Be very sensitive. So yeah, just wanted to say that. But yeah, balance seems to be what you seem to be intuitively possibly seeking out, because it is related to your third eye, which probably is related to your intuition, your inner knowing, possibly even your mind's eye to an extent, your perception. balance. You may need to bring balance there. Maybe there is an imbalance there. It looks here as if one person may be trying to make everyone happy, and yet they cannot please anybody. They're all unhappy there. He just looks exhausted, that guy holding the scales. So yeah, maybe you feel like you want to please everyone, and maybe you can't, and you may be finding it hard to find balance. To like, you may not intuitively feel that you have that balance, or maybe also this could be that you are kind of maintaining inner balance while everyone around you is like polarized. You're kind of staying quite centered, and maybe that could be what you need to do this month in order for you to have a clear intuition, is to stay as centered as you can and not be like polarized. Don't yeah, I can't think of the words. But yeah, your own inner balance will bring your own inner clarity, and also help with your like kind of receiving intuitive messages and things like that. So we've got the workaholic card for your throat chakra. So you may need to speak up about work. Maybe balance is needed at work. Sorry guys, got stitched. Maybe there is an imbalance at work. Yeah, maybe you're working too much. Maybe you're doing too much for others, possibly. We have also got service down here as well. I'm just jumping to that, sorry. We do have service right underneath it, which is related to your sacral chakra. And also perseverance fell out as well. So you've actually got two cards for the sacral chakra position. So it may be that you're really kind of providing a service to a lot of people. Maybe you feel like you owe people things, or if someone gives to you, you got to give back to them. Or like I said, I feel that that is quite a strong part of your kind of ethos, inner ethos or personality. Like you kind of look out for people, or you like put others first a lot, you know. I think as well because Geminis tend to be kind of rolling stones kind of thing, if that even makes sense. Like someone who kind of does their own thing. They can be quite single. They're known to be, sorry to say, but like non-committal and like surface level. They don't really yeah, they kind of have this detachedness to them. You guys are very deep, very beautiful people. And often you've got a lot of Cancer in your chart as well, and that often moves your 12th house if it's your rising, especially a Gemini. So, you know, those Cancer traits do come over. So there is this real sensitivity that comes in with this sense of kind of justice and fairness. And it may be that you feel like you owe people, like you're just naturally thinking of others a lot more. Other people I feel are important. This reading is saying other people are important, but if you're not thinking of yourself enough here, that there will be like possibly an imbalance cause. That's where you're going to find your instability, is if you're giving too much. Basically, you maybe need to kind of give a bit more, or at least withhold some things for yourself. This could be time, work, errands, favors, you know, things like that. I think friends are really important to you too. There's connections, they're really important to you, you know, old friends, things like that, people that you have a connection with. Yeah, you could feel really indebted to them, or overly loyal to the point where yeah, you just feel disheartened if you can't help them. So yeah, you might need to curb that a little bit. So then we've got the victim card for self-love, the self-love position, the heart chakra. So yeah, creation is basically, there's an energy in the air of you kind of taking the reins in your life in some way. That, you know, being or having a victim mentality, I didn't say it, the card said it, okay, so don't be upset with me, but and everyone has had a victim mentality at some point anyway, so don't judge yourself. You know, I'm not judging you, I'm not going to judge myself either. But yeah, we do also, a lot of us do have from time to time a victim mentality. I think especially as a Virgo, I do watch and observe Virgos sometimes, and I think one of the traits that we can have sometimes is a bit of a victim mentality where, you know, it's like, oh, like the martyr kind of syndrome. So yeah, you know, no judgment at all. So yeah, it could be that your that maybe love in itself, like if it's in like your love life, or you know, love relationships, heart-based relationships as they say, or love-based relationships like with your family and friends, or even your lovers, if things are not how you want it to be, you have the power to go ahead and say that you don't want it that way. Like you're being a workaholic, it's like you're sacrificing yourself for some reason. But this is about empowerment. This is almost like the magician card, really, in a lot of ways, in terms of creation. Like, and I do think it's that same energy where you're empowered. I'm going to go ahead and read from the book anyway, once I get through the rest of these cards, with regards to that card, and maybe others as well. Okay, so we've got prayer here. Also, with regards to relationships, if you want a change in your relationships, it's like you're going to have to either be the change you want to see, or you're going to have to take it into your own hands, like go and make it happen. If you can't have possibly what it is that you want, say, don't dwell on that. Feel like, oh, well, I can't have that. Go out and you know, see what else is out there. Don't feel like that was the one and that's it, and like, oh, pull me, like that's it, you know, that kind of victim mentality, like I'm not going to find someone as great as they were or whatever. There's you know, if that person hasn't worked out for you, that means there's definitely someone greater for you. Most definitely, if that person didn't bring you happiness and didn't reciprocate and didn't make you feel good, then they weren't the person, you know. So yeah, so we've got prayer here, as I was saying, in the position of your solar plexus, which is a lot to do again with self-love, but also gut instinct, and also the kind of mind-body connection. So yeah, this looks like, you know, you might need to take a cool drink and fortify your body, do things that you like, you know. This also could talk about, you know, prayer could also be like visualization, you know, as you sit and you just contemplate, meditate, just be mindful and take a bit of peace in your day. You may you know, start to visualize new possibilities, new things, what else could be. There's also a real contrast here between work and like not work or the city and like the countryside. So maybe there's two paths that you need to take as well, and you may need to pray on it. That's also coming through there. But you may need to really listen to your intuition, I feel, this month. There's like something coming through, I feel, and it's going to help you probably make this decision. Maybe you're planning to move as well. Maybe that's the choice that you need to make. So then we've got, for the sacral chakra, we've got service. So the sacral chakra is, I think, about creation, if I remember correctly. Creation and often sexuality, and like just creativity. You probably know more than me, to be honest. I'm not like hugely, I haven't got these things on the tip of my tongue, but when I read them I feel like, oh, I've read that before. You know, but I don't really, I would like to get more into chakras, and maybe it's spirit guided me there. I do quite like Eastern philosophy and, you know, Asian philosophy and Buddhism and things like that. So yeah. And I think it's just a really great way to kind of reconnect with the different elements of your kind of being from those kind of different perspectives. So I like the philosophy of it all. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and read from the book for service. I don't know why I'm being drawn to do that, but I am. Okay, so the service card, or the sacral chakra, is active, motivating, optimistic, emotional, sociable, enthusiastic, affectionate, and humanitarian. But its overall impression is emotional. Issues of self-worth, guilt, those kind of feelings. I guess that pit in the stomach feeling. So again, it's very physical, related to your body. So with service here, we've got the energy here is one of manifesting through being of service. This card indicates a steadfast ability to stay the course emotionally and create something sustainable and lasting. It can also bring to light not seeing or valuing what you have. I attract to you whatever you desire if you give up your desire. Keywords are favoritism, unwillingness to compromise values, finding contentment, the joy of service, precious memories, compassion, loyalty, strength. So yeah, again, there's this loyalty here, where you may feel quite loyal to people, and the joy of service, but it's like you really enjoy helping, but it's like it might be going a bit far with the workaholic card there. Let's go ahead and read what the workaholic card says. Overall impression is communication, truth, communication, loyalty, serenity, faith, spirituality, creativity, and expression. And it says, hidden blessings, celebration, tempered by sadness. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Workaholic. While I worked, my life happened. So yeah, there's an opportunity and there's energy in the air here for you to go ahead and create some sort of other aspect to your life that may balance it out, where there's some sort of focus on your personal ambitions, dreams, and goals that satisfy you. But it says personal inquiry, a question to ask yourself: am I working too much and suffering from burnout? Is there something important that I'm avoiding doing? Feelings of inadequacy, transformation indicated, not being fulfilled by work, heeding warnings, refreshing your mind to improve your work. Talent, fun, and friends are keywords. So there's a talent here as well that you may need to develop. If there is someone that you're helping, as we do have someone that may be ill here, so there could be someone older that you're dealing with, maybe an older family member or friend that you feel like you need to be with at this time, and it may be a very tough emotional time for you at the moment. Okay, so forgive me if I sounded insensitive before, but this is quite an emotional time for you, I feel, and you are being said that, you know, advised that you do have angels, spirit guides, spiritual support. There is a spiritual support system that is all around you at the moment, and they're, you know, it's going to be okay. You're not alone. I think you're being reminded as well. And, you know, I think this person really does see you as a complete blessing in their life. There's just so many like spirits around. Like, there's someone that may not be that well, but there's like spiritual entities that are kind of with this person, with the both of you, you know, here. And you may feel burned out, but you're being told here to persevere, and it's more of an emotional kind of burnout. You know, it could be just like so sad. Prayer is going to be good for you. As you start to feel, as you pray and you basically focus on this positive vision, whatever it is, if you want to take this person away on a trip so they can maybe have a breather, or maybe you need to take a trip. But either way, if you envision this positive kind of outcome or positivity, or just focus on positivity generally within you, and just having faith that however the cards may fall, that it's going to be for the best of everyone involved, and nothing but good will come out of the situation, no matter how it may look on the surface. Having that real kind of, I guess, having faith, I guess, is going to really, as you feel it, as you think it and you feel it, I think that's where the magic really will happen. And that might also be what the creation card could be hinting to as well. And you're not a victim, and this is what's making you feel sad, like you feel like you don't have the power to do anything, but actually there's power everywhere. You just have to focus on it and it will come to you. Yeah, so we've got complacency here in your root chakra as well. Now, this sounds like a very frivolous card, and I don't feel like that's the kind of month that you're going to be having, but it could be that this could be more like despondence, or like just feeling like you can't make a difference deep down within you. This is your root chakra. This could be like this whole kind of energy or aspect to you currently could actually be very much related to childhood memories, the feeling of helplessness, feeling like you can't make a change, that this could also be just acceptance of something, acceptance that there is a change, that there could be a loss. Yeah. I want to go ahead and read complacency. So we've got overall impression is grounding. Keywords are vital, sexual, passionate, energized, and forceful. So that's the main energy of the root chakra. So we've got Crimson Dreams, complacency card. I am feeling the loss of my dreams. It says, the legend here says, because there's a legend and a story that goes with it, but if I read the whole thing, I will be here for like way too long. So, but I feel for this card, I feel to read for it. So it says, at the end of her life, Flo reflects on her dream she shared with her late husband, to move to Florida. They never went. After Flo dies, her daughter discovers that her parents had enough money to move there. As she plans what to do with her inheritance, she wonders why her parents never lived their dream. So this person that's possibly in your life, in your world at the moment, that may be, you know, dealing with matters of life and death, you know, they may not be there, but they may have had a scare, you know, or just being in hospital or just being in that environment just makes you think about how lucky you are to be healthy. And I think that's probably what this could be bringing up as well for you, according to the description here. It could be bringing up those feelings of knowing that, you know, life can be short, but, you know, we're in a position, you know, to create our own reality and make the most of it. So then we've got, this is a warning not to give up. Beware of coasting along in a situation that is not really what you want. You will never be fulfilled by the unmet dreams of others. Questions to ask yourself: how can I redefine my dreams? How can I stop procrastinating? Key ideas are: find nourishment, leaving dreams unrealized, feeling depleted, time for deep rest, lack of motivation, holding back. And keywords are daring, indomitability, reclamation. I don't know what those words mean. I'm really honest, I don't know what those words mean. Indomitability. If you know what that means, please describe that down below. Thanks. Reclamation. Reclaiming something. Reclamation of your power, of your strength, of your groundedness, of your sense of like being self-possessed and feeling empowered. So yeah, that's your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed the reading. I think it was quite interesting. And Gemini, you've really been coming through for me this month. Like, what's going on? Even in your other reading, in the love readings, I really felt a connection to you. Like maybe it's meant to be, maybe it's a thing, I don't know, but yeah, you seem to be really coming through. So maybe this is a really important time for you, Gemini, to pay attention to your spiritual insights and just what's going on. It's maybe a really important time of change for you as well, possibly. And maybe the energy is fertile, around you with this creation card. You just got to tap into it. So good luck with that. I hope that it all goes really well, and that you do find this inner balance and peace within, as you focus on positive outcomes. So yeah, take good care, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.